What's up everyone, I'm Matt. Welcome back to another video here on Gold Coin Mountain. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the Wii U. Also, just a quick note, this will be the start of a series on the Wii U that I'll be doing here on my channel, so if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. And also if you're feeling really generous, hit the like button also. The console that was released in 2012 is seen as a failure by many for having a short lifespan and also only selling, and I use only in the video game console sense here, about 13 million units worldwide. Admittedly, there were some aspects of the Wii U itself and the marketing and promotion around the console that Nintendo could have done differently. But I'm here to tell you, if you haven't given this console a chance based solely on sales numbers and secondhand information, then you are really missing out. I put together a list of 5 reasons why you should get a Wii U in 2022 to try and change your mind, or, at least give you a little bit of information.
Number 5.
As far as the amount of money goes to get this console right now, there has probably never been a better time to dive in. Looking around places like eBay, Mercari, and Marketplace, you can score just the system for around $100 to $125 USD. The price will increase a little bit if you get a bundle with games, controllers, or other accessories, obviously. But the entry-level price isn't too bad if you're trying to get in on some Nintendo gaming and aren't quite ready to jump into the Switch yet. I also want to point out that many collectors believe the price of the Wii U itself and its games are going to start to rise soon. Since there was only 13 million consoles sold, they're not as plentiful as, say, the Wii. You can go into a thrift shop and find 2 or 3 Wiis just sitting there waiting to be purchased. The Wii also sold 100 million units in comparison, so they're around everywhere and pretty cheap. If you want a Wii U at a decent price, I'd recommend acting now.
Number 4.
New local multiplayer or couch co-op games are few and far between, but Nintendo wasn't afraid to put a ton of quality games on the Wii U that you could play with your friends, kids, significant other, anyone, all in the same room. I tried it with my cat. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10. Games like Nintendo Land, Game & Wario, and Wii Party U make awesome use of the gamepad by having one person on it and having everyone else look at the TV screen. Some aspects of the game are only visible on the gamepad, and it makes for some great multiplayer strategy, fun, and very innovative games. Another awesome feature is in games like Call of Duty and the LEGO games, instead of playing split screen on the same TV, one person can use the TV and another can use the gamepad, and you each get a full field of view instead of the line down the middle of the screen. It's an awesome feature that you don't really know how much you miss until you don't have it anymore. Also, you remember when I said earlier that there will be a series on the Wii U? One of the videos in that series will be where I go into more detail about these couch co-op games. That's called a tease, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Number 3.
Yes, this is a luxury, and it will take some work on your end. Or just some shipping on your end. As I detailed in an earlier video of mine that I'll link in the top of the screen and in the description, you can send your Wii U to be modded for you by a company called Pence PC. Check the video out for my full review of what I got. With all that said, the process of modding a Wii U is fairly easy and pretty low risk of breaking your console. The modding process makes it possible to put a ton of retro games playable via emulators on your Wii U. And when I say a ton, I mean consoles that I've never even heard of. But hey, it's more games, so, why not? Maybe my favorite part of a modded Wii U is that it gives you the ability to play backups of GameCube games straight from the console. GameCube games have never looked as good as they do running via HDMI. Being able to play region-locked games, saving your Wii U disc backups to your computer are just some of the other great features. There's also an awesome group of individuals that is working on creating custom servers, so that Wii U owners can still play online long after Nintendo shuts down their original servers. That is dedication and a cause I can get behind. If you want to check out what they're doing, click the link down in the description.
Number 2.
Obviously, a lot of Wii U games have been ported over to the Switch, and some of those ported games were given extra content or features on the Switch, but that doesn't make their Wii U counterparts terrible overnight. There are still great games and available at a much cheaper price than most of their Switch ports. There are even some games that I think control better on the Wii U. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker being an example, feels a heck of a lot better to control on the gamepad. Pikmin 3, in my opinion, is vastly superior using the Wii Remote. Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD are 2 that haven't been ported over to the Switch, and the Wii U versions are, in my mind, the definitive way to play those. Playing with the gamepad as your controller, the action takes place on your TV, while on the gamepad you have immediate control of your items and map. No pausing necessary. Just glance down to swap something out or see where you are on the map. It's a little perk I never knew I needed until I had it. At the time of recording this video, other games that you can still only play on the Wii U are Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Star Fox Zero, Paper Mario Color Splash, Nintendo Land, and a handful of others. If they haven't been ported by now, I think it's safe to say that they won't be. I should mention there's a few third-party games that are quite good on the Wii U as well, but let's be honest. The console was carried by Nintendo and indie developers because of the lack of AAA third-party support.
Number 1.
These two could each be their own category, but combined they're my top reason to own a Wii U in 2022. There's a full Wii built into the system, making it possible to play every Wii game ever made natively on the system and over HDMI, which makes them look better than ever. In my mind, it's the definitive way to play games like Mario Galaxy 2, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Pikmin 1 and 2 with new play control, Donkey Kong Country Returns, and many others. The gamepad also has an IR sensor built in, making it possible for you to display your Wii games on it and also play them with a Wii remote. Virtual Console is a service that was on the original Wii and it was also brought over to the Wii U. It was Nintendo's answer to bringing retro games over to their new console and having them playable on current hardware. Kind of like the Switch Online service. But the difference here is that with the Virtual Console, you can pick and choose which games you want for a cheap price, instead of the yearly or monthly payment model presented by Switch Online. As of the time of recording this, the eShop and Virtual Console are still fully functional. This seems like a good time for me to jump in and let you guys know that Nintendo did announce as I was working on this video that they would be shutting the Wii U eShop down in March of 2023. So everything that I say here is kind of on a time limit, yet I still think it's worth it. And now, back to the original video. And there are a ton of games from a ton of different systems to choose from. NES, SNES, N64, GBA, even DS are all present. There's even some Wii games that can be purchased from the eShop for a lot less money than trying to buy them elsewhere. One of the main advantages the Wii U Virtual Console still to this day has over Switch Online is the ability to remap buttons to wherever you want on the controller. It's a game changer for the N64 games that are playable, and really just an awesome feature all around. So there you have it, 5 reasons to own a Wii U in 2022. What do you guys think? Do you guys still play your Wii U? Thinking about getting one? Let me know down in the comments. But with that, I think I've said pretty much all I've needed to say. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.